What up, everybody? There's been a rumor going around for a minute now that James St. Patrick has a long-lost mystery brother. I didn't watch the interview myself, but I believe this rumor was actually started by one of the show's producers, either 50 Cent or Courtney Kemp. Either though this was never confirmed on the actual show, because it was never mentioned whether Ghost had a brother or not. But today I'm going to talk about the theory of JP being James St. Patrick's twin brother. Now there will be some holes in this story that I can't easily put together, but at the same time there's at least enough clues to arouse our curiosity about the similarities between JP and James St. Patrick. Starting out with the obvious, their names, JP and James St. Patrick. Also keep in mind that we have no idea of what JP stands for. Then there's the fact that both of their fathers happen to be bar owners or small club owners, whatever you want to call it. At the same time, this is the biggest hole in the theory because Ghost's dad is supposed to be dead, according to the conversation that Ghost had with his Uncle Gabe in Power Season 6. At the same time, Ghost never came back around again after the night his father was killed. This leaves the possibility open that his father actually did survive the shooting, but Ghost believed that he was dead. Many people, including myself, believe that Ghost was responsible for killing his father, and that is part of the reason why he never came back around after that night. Go back and watch the conversation that Ghost had with Uncle Gabe, and watch how Gabe starts blinking his eyes when he asks Ghost why he never came back around. I'm also convinced that Gabe knows Ghost killed his father, possibly because Ghost's father told him who shot him before he left town. It has been rumored that Ghost's father's name is Curtis, but again, this has also never been confirmed on the actual show. It's possible that this rumor started simply because 50 Cent's government name is Curtis. Now I want to take a minute and talk about JP's father, Herman, who we were introduced to in Force Season 1. JP believes that Kate abandoned him at the hospital at just 2 days old, but I believe there's more to the story. Herman told a story about why he stopped taking JP to the park because he started staring at all the other kids' mothers. But I don't think this is true. I think Herman, for whatever reason, took his son, and if Ghost is the twin brother, sons from Kate Egan. Then Kate started showing up at the same park that Herman was taking JP to, possibly looking to connect with her son, and Herman stopped taking him and possibly moved away to New York. Because JP did mention to Tommy that him and his father came back around years later, and that's when they reconnected with Miriam. And Kate didn't leave Chicago to move to New York until Tommy was around 4 years old. I bring this up because JP was going through Miriam's old pictures and found a picture of himself at a park with a kid with red hair running in the background. And JP said, "Tommy?" letting us know that at one point in time, they were at the same place at the same time. Then there was the time JP called Kate to tell her Miriam had died. The next day, JP told his father Herman about this, and Herman immediately asked, "What did she say?" Look at Herman's expression and body language when he's asking about this, like he looked worried. Then JP told him what happened, and Herman seemed relieved, and told JP that Kate won't have what he's looking for, trying to make sure JP doesn't reach out to her again. Then Tommy was supposed to go to Miriam's after D-Mac got shot to get some paperwork, when he ran into Kate. Kate spoke these words to Tommy: "You already killed one brother. You're here to kill another?" And Kate was at Miriam's house busting down the walls looking for money. She said Miriam had thousands hid in the walls, something to do with her troubles. What troubles was Miriam into? And does this have something to do with why Kate left when Tommy was 4 years old and told him his grandmother was dead? This could also have something to do with why Kate was separated from her son or sons. Getting me to D-Mac, who is a mathematical genius who can do complex math problems in his head in a matter of seconds. Tommy told D-Mac that he knew someone like him who could do numbers in his head, always buried in a book, talking about Ghost. Do they have this same genius trait? Because Ghost is also D-Mac's uncle. Then there's the fact that Ghost went to live with Tommy after his father was killed. Kate doesn't seem like the type of woman who would raise a child that was not her own. Plus, why would she move to that particular neighborhood in Queens where Tommy got jumped every day after school? Could it be because she still wanted to be a part of Ghost and JP's lives in some way, and at least was able to see them if she moved to Queens? Because as far as we know, Ghost has never met his mother. Tommy Egan at one point even said Ghost had no mom. But going back to Tommy getting jumped every day after school for a minute. Ghost was the one who put the end to this by doing something to two guys who were picking on Tommy. Did Ghost unconsciously feel a sense of duty to protect his younger brother, and that's why he helped Tommy, and they ended up connecting? There was also the season 3 finale of Ghost, when Tariq went to Kate's house looking for Tommy, and Kate made Tariq call her ma'am before she would let him in. I know it's a small detail, but also something a grandmother would do. But there's one more hole in the story that I do need to address, and that's the fact that when JP and Tommy found out they were brothers, JP straight up told Tommy, "I've never had a brother before." That would mean if this story is true, at some point in time, Herman separated the twins, possibly after he realized Kate was coming around looking for them. But this is the hole in the story that I just can't put together to fully believe that JP and Ghost are brothers. At the same time, during this conversation, JP asked Tommy, "Is there any more of us?" Tommy said, "Not that I know of, but who knows with Kate." This could actually be another clue that there is a third brother. Either way it goes, one way or another, there's too many clues here. So either the writers are trying to work an angle to make this work, or they're trying to create all these similarities just to mess with us. This is another reason why we need that Raising Kate spinoff, going back before the Raising Kanan timeline, because there's just too many questions concerning the Egan family and even the St. Patrick family that still need to be answered. And there you have it. Is JP, James St. Patrick's twin brother? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.